Greetings and welcome to another model building workshop. I'm Mr. Allen. I'm coming to you from the Smith Hill Library here in Providence, Rhode Island, one of the community libraries of Providence. And today we're going to be looking at some Romanian armor. And this is the TACAM T-60. As you can see here, it's one of these open-topped self-propelled guns. And what the Romanians did is they took captured T-60 tanks from the Soviets and mounted a captured gun on top to make these little tank destroyers. So this is a Hobby Boss kit. We're going to look and see what's in the box. Here's your instruction sheet. So look at my cheat sheet here, because there's not a whole lot of history. Actually, there's no history of the vehicle on the instruction sheet. But, so TACAM stands for Ton Anti-Car Pe Effet Mobile. So that's what it stands for in Romanian, and this is based on the T-60 chassis, the captured Soviet light tank. What they did is they mounted a 76.2 millimeter M1936 F-22 gun, and they built about 34 of these in late 1943. So let's have a look at the instructions, shall we? This is the Hobby Boss, and they put together a pretty nice little booklet here. So there's a number of these different, let me rephrase that. There's a number of manufacturers that are putting out the T-60 TACAM. And this is the latest from Hobby Boss. But there's other versions out there. I gravitated toward this one because I thought this one looked like the assembly may not be too rigorous. I'm finding as I get older, I don't necessarily want, a really massive challenge. And some of the mini art ones look exquisite, but there's a lot going on to those kits. There's a lot of parts, a lot of interior. I mean, technically a fabulous kit, but with my aging eyes, I wanted something a little easier. I could be wrong. Who knows? I haven't started building this yet, and there is an interior too. But let's see. Give you an idea what the inside looks like there. Get the engine, such as it is. So who knows? Still looks like there's a lot of work to this one, but somehow it just looks like to me, it looked like it would be, doable. And I'm sure the mini art one is as well. I'm at an age where I look at how many photo etch parts there are, because me and photo etch don't necessarily get along. At this point, I kind of want a limited number of photo etch parts. But we'll take a look and see what we have here for photo etch in just a second. So Romania, like other German allies, did not have a particularly good armored force. So they needed to rely on the Germans for supplying them with equipment. And the Germans had a tendency to sell them, as they did with all of their allies, outdated hand-me-downs. So in this case, they were able to use captured material to bolster their limited armored equipment. And there you go. For the finale of the instructions. Let's look at some of the other things in the kit here. They have a tendency to give you these little commercials, as I call them. And this shows you what this kit has in it and special features, as well as previewing other kits that are coming out at this time. you can see, this is from October 2021. And there is a history here on it, on this sheet. So it says Romanians modified 34 captured T-60s into the TACAM T-60 tank destroyers in 1943. Yeah, it had a captured gun, light armored structure, open top and in back. And all surviving vehicles were confiscated by the Soviets after Romania defected to the Allies in August of 1944. And there's 395 parts. And it says 24 photo etch. We'll take a look at those. And for painting, there's not a whole lot of different options. Basically, you get your winter whitewash version, and you have your overall green. And Romanian markings were usually just a simple cross of King Michael here. I believe that's what that was. If you look carefully, you'll notice that it's shaped like an M on each side. So the cross of Michael, maybe Saint Michael, anyway. And as to whether those markings they probably would have been overpainted after the defection. So let's take a look at the parts. I did not take these out of the bags. We can try to get a look at. This is what I mean by it looks doable to me. You can see some of the engine parts are there. Some transmission pieces. This could be a challenge. Individual track links, and they are small. Molding looks good. The attachment points don't look too bad. Be a bit of work chiseling them off, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I'm rather optimistic. And then we get the fighting compartment and gun compartments. And here, yeah, I'm afraid to open the bags because there's a lot of tiny, tiny pieces, especially on this sprue. Here's your whole tub. Gives you the idea how small this vehicle is. The T-60 was not a very big light tank. And then here we get some of the storage boxes. You've got your road wheels, if I can get them out of the box here. And these are the solid road wheels. Earlier versions of the T-60 had spoked wheels. And here's the photo etch, which to me does not look terrible. I just don't want to be sitting and folding a whole lot of stuff, and that does not look too bad. Looks like the gun shield and a few straps. Maybe you're not as afraid of the stuff as I am at this point. So it may not be an issue to you. The decals, which you cannot see, but the two crosses are right there. So that's a quick look at the TACAM T-60 version of the Romanian anti-tank guns. There is another one, which we'll talk about in another episode. Looks like it would be an interesting build. And that's today's model building workshop. We'll see you next time. Bye.